Hi, I'm Fred Nahat, and you've been watching American Graduate Day on Detroit Public Television. Last year, President Obama launched My Brother's Keeper, a national program aimed at helping boys and young men of color reach their full potential. Now, the leadership behind Detroit's effort has unveiled an action plan to provide opportunities and support for the city's young men. The goal is to make sure they are ready for school and careers.
And what President Obama said to us that day is this, that to overcome the challenges, to create opportunities for young men of color, it was going to take more than government. It was going to take the community, the churches, the philanthropic organizations. Everybody put your egos aside and work together. When President Obama came forward and said, we want to bring My Brother's Keeper to America, Detroit was one of the first cities to stand up. Charity, churches, government, businesses together to say that we're going to support this, and I'm really pleased to be here.
There is a group of individuals that find themselves on the low end of any piece of this success that we see, and that's boys and young men of color. And so 100 civic, community, philanthropic, as well as just general good old-fashioned citizens got together and came and put together a framework, a plan, a strategic plan to help change, as I said before, that trajectory for our young people, our boys and young men of color. And I'm proud to announce those 5 pillars in which that strategic framework will stand upon. Number 1, all boys of color will enter school cognitively, physically, socially, and emotionally ready. It's important that we invest in our Head Start and early childhood educational programs. Number 2, all boys of color are present, participating, and progressing in schools. Young boys actually have to be in school in order to achieve that academic success, and we must motivate them to understand that those challenges that you face today will pay off in the end. We all know that that's true. Number 3, all young men of color are prepared for career success. And so whether we're talking about internships, scholarships, friendships, fellowships, it's important that we expose them to what the possibilities are for them at an early stage. Because the way that you change an individual's mindset, especially a young person, is through education, opportunity, and access. We must provide that to them. Number 4, all young men of color are present, participating, and progressing in the new economy. This economy that we have now is not like it was in the past, where it was more manufacturing, and we're still a blue-collar city, but what we have now is a much more knowledge-based economy that we have to expose our young people to and provide them the tools necessary. Now, the other thing is, when we start talking about the city of Detroit, we have development that's happening. So we also can't forget about the skilled trades, because that's extremely important as well. And number 5, all boys and men of color are supported in a community that is rapidly building capacity. Now, I look around the room and I'm familiar with quite a few faces here. And there's others out here who are not here today that couldn't make it. The challenge we have is that we have a whole lot of work being done by a whole lot of people for the same group of individuals. We're not always working together. And the more we work together, we're able to build capacity and help change their lives a whole lot quicker and more effectively.
One of the things that I've heard our mayor say on multiple occasions, and that is simply that talent is distributed equally, but opportunity is not. And this is the time for us to create the opportunity for you. This is not about us deciding we want to do something because our boys are broken. It is not about us doing something because our boys are troubled. It's not about us doing something because our boys are behind. This is about us doing something because our boys deserve every single opportunity that all children deserve in this city and in this country. And then the last thing I would like to say is that the Skillman Foundation, over the last, I think 5 years, we've committed over $2 million a year to boys and color issues. And we're not going away. We will continue to invest those dollars in our boys, and we expect that others will invest alongside with us. So we got some exciting things to do in the city of Detroit, and I am so grateful to have this opportunity to work with all of you, to work with our mayor, former mayor Dave Bing and James Tate.
We at Detroit Public TV and American Graduate want to encourage you to get involved in a student's life and become a mentor. It's just one simple step you can take to become a champion for a student in your life. To find out how you can get involved, visit our website, americangraduate.org. Don't change the channel. There's more American Graduate Day coming up.
You're watching American Graduate Day on WTVS, Detroit Public Television.